That's right! Along with the rest of the world, Pope Francis has decided to take a clean and green approach towards his means of transport as well. It is reported that Fisker is going to build an electric Popemobile for the Pope, and the details are quite interesting. What did the Pope have to say about it, and what exciting features will be embedded in this video? Make sure to watch till the end to find out. If you are still not subscribed to our channel, we'd like you to consider subscribing for more exciting content in the future. Let's get started then, shall we? Fisker Incorporated is an American company founded in 2016 by Henrik Fisker and his wife, Geeta Gupta-Fisker. The company is basically a startup that only went public at the end of 2020 when it launched its initial public offering. So, why is the company going out of its way to build a custom electric vehicle for the Pope? They say that they are quite inspired by the fact that the Pope really cares for the environment. In order to extend a nice gesture to His Holiness, the company decided to meet up with the Pope Francis and present their ideas for an SUV specially designed for the Pope. Here is an image of the sketch of the car that will be custom built for the Pope. The sketch was supposedly hand-drawn by the Pope himself when he was asked about the specifications and shape he was looking for. Images also surfaced on the internet showing the founders of Fisker presenting their designs to Pope Francis. The Pope will have a battery-powered SUV in his name within just over a year. On the other hand, this move may come off as the good public relations show by the EV startup Fisker. Since the company is relatively new, this move had definitely kept the company in the headlines since May 2021, when the meeting between Pope and the founders of Fisker took place. Fisker has revealed that the custom-built SUV will be handed over to the Pope by the end of 2022. Full production of the vehicle is planned to be started by November 17th of 2022. We'll get back to the exciting features of the car, so make sure to keep watching. Historically, it has always been Mercedes-Benz that has taken care of needs such as these for the Pope, so the fact that a startup managed to convince the Pope this time is sort of surprising. Whenever Mercedes has made these cars for the Pope, it has always fitted them with the bulletproof exterior, and a lot of work usually goes in to make the car as safe as possible. Currently, it is not very clear how Fisker will accomplish that, or whether the level of security offered by the car will exceed that of Mercedes, but it seems plausible that the Popemobile will be well equipped to deal with a security problem. That is not to say that Fisker will fit it with weaponry, but the design will ensure that in case of an attack, the life of Pope Francis stays as far away from danger as possible. Here is one of the photoshopped pictures of the Popemobile, which reflects how the Pope would be able to cruise through any area without exposing himself to any danger. The glass cupola on the top will allow the Pope to come out of his car and meet and greet the public. However, the cupola and the rest of the car will have an armored exterior to ensure the Pope's safety. Interestingly enough, the car will be able to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds. That feature will offer an attractive pickup in this SUV and allow the Pope to immediately flee a scene in case of any emergencies. As for the interior of the car, the company seems to have taken an interesting approach by incorporating environment-friendly materials in the interior as well. That's right. It is reported that the interior carpet of the car will be made from recycled plastic bottles. Furthermore, these plastic bottles are claimed to have been extracted from the bottom of the ocean. These features seem to offer a very pro-environment approach. The vehicle will most definitely be free of any carbon emissions. However, every single material inside the car will also be made from materials that are essentially taking out the pollution from the environment instead of adding them. Fisker made a public statement regarding this. Here is what he said. The interior of the Fisker Ocean Papal Transport will contain a variety of sustainable materials, including carpets made from recycled plastic bottles from the ocean. All this is not to say that the Pope has never ridden an all-electric or environmentally friendly car before this. In fact, many types of modified vehicles are used by the Pope when he travels, and this one from Fisker is only going to add to the relatively large collection of automobiles owned by the Pope. In 2012, the Pope was given a Renault Kangoo electric van, but this vehicle was used for non-official purposes by him. This included activities such as roaming around the papal palace during the summers. Similarly, in 2019, Pope Francis was spotted being driven around in a hydrogen-powered Toyota Miral in Japan. Mercedes has stepped up its game over the years by building hybrid cars for the Pope as well. However, it is safe to say that the EV being offered by Fisker will offer a new and emerging technology to the Pope, which will most definitely also help the company increase its popularity. This new Popemobile will be based on the design of the Ocean electric SUV, which is yet to be released by Fisker. The insignia of the Vatican will also be emblazoned on the D-pillar, offering a unique look to the custom-built SUV. The Pope will perform his papal duties with relative ease thanks to the 80 kilowatts per hour battery. This means that the SUV can run strong for as high as 300 miles before having to recharge. As far as the charging time is concerned, it will charge up to 80% capacity in about 30 minutes. This 30-minute charge can add at least 240 miles to the mileage of the car. So far, there have been 16,000 reservations already made for the SUV, whose production will not begin before November 2022. However, this whole ordeal with the Pope is bound to increase the demand for the Ocean EV even further. The price of the regular vehicle starts at just $37,499, which is in accordance with the aim of the company to build low-cost electric vehicles. The founder of the company previously used to work for Aston Martin and is also said to have designed the BMW Z8. After that, he left to join Tesla for a brief period of time before forming his own company by the name of Fisker Automotive. Unfortunately, that could not go as planned as Henrik was unable to get around the problems he was facing with the batteries of the car. Eventually, the company went bankrupt. This is when Henrik founded Fisker Inc. with his wife in 2016. The initial aim was to go for the production of sports cars again, although all electric this time. However, Henrik realized soon enough that he had a bigger market he could capture. The aim of the company began to pivot from that position until it changed to something completely different. Fisker now only aims to produce all-electric vehicles while attempting to keep the costs at the absolute minimum. This, along with their increased effort to sell the zero-emissions aspect of their cars, could result in a lucrative combination for the company. The IPO of Fisker Inc. was also quite successful, raising about $1 billion in a SPAC merger. When asked about his meetings with the Pope and the proposal to build a custom SUV for him, Henrik gave this statement: "I got inspired reading that Pope Francis is very considerate about the environment and the impact of climate change for future generations." And that brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you liked the content and make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to view more of our amazing videos directly on your feeds. Thank you for watching, take care, and have a wonderful day.